everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Stonehearth Alpha 20. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because here in New Nerdingham there have been some significant changes. We have finally completed a substantial bridge. Look at this thing, it's beautiful. I mean, it's exactly the way you thought it would be. It's exactly the way it was gonna be, but it's done, and it's working, and it's good. Now, that's not the only change we've made today. We have come over here a little bit, and we've taken out all of the farming area that was originally behind these buildings, and we've done that for a very particular reason. Oh, by the way, we've also mined out quite a bit more of this in the downtime between episodes as well. I say downtime between episodes. If you remember, I think in the previous episode, I mentioned at the beginning that it was like 3 hours that it took to get the walls of the fort done so I could start recording that previous episode. I think I started recording that previous episode. I think I said it was 11:28 p.m. It's now 4:58 a.m. Significantly later, but a lot has changed, and I'm really excited to show you all of the things that have changed and then get on with making more changes to New Nerdingham. So if we come over to the fort, we're going to go in at a low angle here so you can get a little bit of a view of what's going on. You might be able to spot some of the changes just there. But we come over to the fort, through the door, and look at this! We've got farming, we've got this building, we have storage. Like if I hit V, look at that storage. That's more storage than you can shake a stick at. Like, you literally can't shake a stick at all of that at once. There's too much of it. Even if you had if it was like a really big, it was like a branch. You can't even shake a branch at it. That's how much storage there is. The point is, that's going to be really useful because that's nice and close to the farming. Over here, well, would you look at this? This is coming along really nicely. I don't know how many beds are in there. I should probably count them. That's 5. That's 10. That's 15. That's 20. That's 23. That's 29 beds in there. That's not quite enough. That is, objectively speaking, not quite enough. So I'm going to place more of them, because I think we do have some, we actually have some fine comfy beds. Would you look at that? So we want to put one there. And we want to put one there. And there needs to be the room of 1 bed between these. So that's a gap of 3 like that. So we'll do that sort of thing. And we'll do that sort of thing. And that should be fine. That's going to be enough beds for the time being. So we'll get those placed. And that's going to be space for everybody to sleep. Which means we need to come back over this way. And we need to start taking the beds out of these buildings. In fact, I'm kind of thinking I might just demolish these buildings. As much as I like them, I want to start moving everybody away from this area over towards the fort. So I think demolishing these 2 buildings and having everyone sleep over there seems like a really good idea. And I know we just built these. I know we just get these done. But moving to the fort's really important because we need to go there before I build the gong that's going to summon more enemies. So the fort is a really important thing to me. Now, something I would like to do before we delete any buildings is I'd like to go ahead and actually build another structure in this corner just here. I actually have an idea for what this is going to look like. I'm kind of excited to see if I can make it work. Because what I want to do is go in with wood here and some wood pillars as well. We're going to go for those ones. And I want to sort of go to this spot. And I want to go this way. A substantial distance this way. And I'd like to go about that far that way. Maybe we'll go the same distance this way as well. So something like that. Then that should be totally fine. What I'd then like to do is get a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be a gap of 8. Let's go for a gap of 7. That seems okay by me. Now I don't want that to actually... Ooh. I don't want that to be... I want it to be a certain way. Let's just go for this then. We'll go for a gap of... That's 5. Just go for a gap... Go for a gap of... let's just go for a gap of 6. And then go 1, 2, 3 like that. Then go 1, 2, 3 like that. Then we need a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then the same here. 1, 2, 3. So now where those intersect is going to be that point. So 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to try and do here, maybe they should all go a little bit higher, just for the sake of convenience. What I'm going to try and do here is basically make a little roofed area where we can put all of the crafting facilities. Now, I don't think that actually needs to go as high as that. I think that's about as high as that needs to go. So let's get the eraser and say that that's totally fine. I think I can do this at an angle, can't I? Yeah, that'll totally work at an angle. So that's my thinking. I think that'll look really good. That is gonna go like this. And it's gonna come across like so. Then we get rid of the bits underneath, if I'm not mistaken. So these bits just here. This bit in the corner is gonna be a little bit more tricky, but I guess what I'll do is... take that in at an angle. I guess that's kind of all I can do with it. So it would come in like this and go straight into the corner. Then we erase the bits that we don't need, which is quite a few of them, I think. Yeah, so it's all of that needs to go away. So that's going to be an interesting corner piece. But I like the idea of just having this little roofed space here for some of the crafting facilities that we're going to have. And then what we'll also do is have some space out here for like maybe a stockpile, maybe something. I don't know what's going to go out there, but I think it might be... Maybe we could put some of the masons stuff out here. This can be like the carpenter. I don't know. We're going to put something in here anyway. It'll be interesting, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get this sorted as well. I realize I've been individually clicking a lot of this when I don't need to. And then the final pillar over here is the similar story. Oh, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and across like that. Beautiful. Let's delete you and you and you. And now I just need to put an actual roof on this, because that's not actually the roof bit. Although, what I could do is I could, if I really wanted to, sort of double this up and then make the roof look like it has these supports on it, which I really like the idea of doing. This could look really nice, actually. Man, I'm getting really into building aesthetically in this game, and I don't... So the last 3 episodes, I guess you can probably tell considering I've kind of timestamped them. The last 3 episodes have been recorded pretty much, I won't say, well, I'll say in one sitting because I haven't actually closed the game since I started. But they've all been recorded in the same day. They've all been recorded, you know, one after the other. And I don't do that all the time with Stonehearth, but I do it from time to time. And I realize I don't know if people like this, like, really, continuous, like, aesthetic thing with the game. I don't know if that's something people are into. I sincerely hope you are all enjoying it. If you're not, I do apologize. But this will be the last episode that I'm recording before episode 12 goes out. So there you go. There's me again dating a video. That's something you really shouldn't do. I find you really shouldn't date videos because it gives people an excuse to go, oh, so you don't respond to feedback. You don't do this. You don't do that. No, I don't respond to every bit of feedback because I can't get into the future, can I? Man, I am in an interest. It's 5 a.m. All right. Forgive me for being a bit of a brat. Okay. I've also been just doing this. This has been such a tedious day for Stonehearth. It's been worth it. Like, I love how this is all looking. But oh boy, has it been tedious. So that'll do the job there. That'll do the job there. Then we just need to extend that across to that point. That comes across to this point. And that actually looks pretty good. I really like that. I didn't think I'd like the yellow, but I really do like it. It's really nice, actually. It's surprisingly so. I honestly did not think I'd like it, but there you go. the more you know. So that's going to be extended over to that point. That's going to be extended over to that point. Then these guys are going to fill in that gap. And that's pretty much going to be the little covered crafting area, I suppose. It's not amazing or anything. It's not spectacular, but it does what it needs to do. I'd also like to try and cover up the back of the yellow there, because I think that's going to look a little bit better if we do that. So just cover it up like that. And maybe cover up the front. Can Hearthlings get under 3 blocks? I think they can. I think they're only 3 blocks tall. So if I did put this along here, I think they can get under that. I sincerely hope they can get under. I guess they can go in from the sides, because I think that looks pretty good. So we're going to bring this around. We're going to just bring it straight across because I can. So it's going to go to there. And that's going to go like, oh, work with me here, work with me. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So that's going to be the covered crafting area. And I think it's going to look really good. Now let's go into furniture and all that stuff, because I can place some of this. What I'm thinking is things like the loom can go in there. And the spinning wheel and the weaver's workbench. So let's get the, oh, should I put a floor down? I probably should, right? Like, go for something like the pattern of Hillary, Granite Green, and Pale Oyster. Because I think that'll work. So, we'll throw that. Yeah, that looks really good under there, actually. It kind of looks like hay, almost, which would look better. And I'm pretty sure you can get, like... No, I don't think you can get hay blocks. You can get bundles of hay, which I might store in here as well. But we'll go for that for, like, the foundation of this whole thing. And then maybe we outline it with a bit of gunmetal. Just something like that. Man, I'm going all in on these aesthetics. I really do. Like, I know this isn't for everyone, and I do promise we are going to get back to, like, the more of the management stuff shortly once we get this fort finished. But I think that looks pretty good. I swear I can speak as well. So let's get the loom, and let's throw the loom just there. Let's get... No, that wasn't the loom. That was the spinning wheel. This is the loom. Oh, we've got invaders approaching. Okay, good. Good. Just what I want to hear. So we'll get all that stuff in there. And that's going to be totally fine. That's the weaver's space right there. Can I just move that down a little bit and move that down a little bit just to space it out a little bit better? Just something like that, I guess, should do the job. So the weaver can work in there. We have a daily update. We have the food. We have the worth. We are getting a 34th. A 34th Hearthling. Now, where the heck were the attackers? Interesting. Now, that can be a bit of a problem because my soldiers are not anywhere near, I don't think. Yeah, so red team's sort of there. I'm actually going to give red team a defend order for this location. Because that doesn't seem like a dreadful idea, considering... the enemies, like, are never going to be over on the island. So give red team a defend goal for there, and then I'll tell them to head out and attack these guys. So let's actually just give them the attack order, because they're mostly here. So, what have we got? What have we got? Any clerics? I think you're going to be a cleric. So let's go attack that guy. We've got some of my people heading out there. Hold on, they're not clerics. Okay, that guy's been downed already. How many clerics? 3 thus far. Interesting. Wait, did someone else just go down? I sincerely hope not. Oh yeah, 2 people. So my 2 footmen keep going down. This is something that's been happening the entire time that I've been building things. The 2 footmen constantly get destroyed. I might upgrade them to knights. Because I know that footmen are good for... speed, but I'm not really relying on speed at this point, especially once we get everything moved into the fort properly. We really won't need regular old footmen. At least I don't think we will. So we'll see what happens. Now let me go ahead and tell some people to come out and rescue these guys. So that can get done. That little guy there is actually still alive, which is a bit of a pain. But there we go. So one of the footmen have been rescued. That guy came out for the ingot, which is not really ideal. It's like, oh, this guy's lying here dying, but I'll get the ingot. That's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. So he's been rescued as well. They'll get healed up soon enough. Now let me head back to my construction because I was doing some very important work, as we can all tell. So the Weaver's going to go in there. I think next to the Weaver, I might put the Potter. Because the Potter's kiln is friggin' enormous, but would fit in the corner really nicely. So I think the Potter can go... The Potter can go in the corner. I really like that as a location. So that's going to go there. Potter's kiln right in the corner. Then the pottery wheel just needs to go there. So the Potter can do some work in there, and that's fine. Then this space is going to be for someone that doesn't need much, which I think would be the Mason if this thing didn't give off fire. So maybe the Engineer could go in there? Or the Herbalist. I guess with the Herbalist in there, they only need like one thing. The Engineer only needs one thing as well, but this is a bit of a big space for someone that only needs one thing. So I'm thinking that we put the... We could put the Cook in there, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather go for the Carpenter. Then just put the Carpenter like in there. So that's where the Carpenter's going to live. I think the Cook can have their own building. Or the Cooks can have their own building. The Engineer, you know what? I'm going to have the Engineer share some space with the Carpenter. I think that seems like a pretty good idea. Because I mean, it's not the same job, but we can sort of do it outside because there's no smelting involved or anything like that. So I like this. I think this looks pretty good. I want to give the Mason its own area. I want to give the Cooks their own area. And the Blacksmiths can probably share an area with the... Well, maybe with the Mason. No, the Blacksmiths can share an area... They really should share it with the Engineer, if I'm being honest. Yeah, you know what? Can I erase that? Yes, I can. Beautiful. I want to move these back into sort of the center stage there. So that's totally fine. Move that back over a little bit. Move that over a little bit. And let's just get some lights in here so we can finish this whole thing up. So we're going to go for something relatively simple. We'll go for these guys here. We'll put one there. And we'll put one there. We can actually get one there, and it should look fine in the corner. That's going to go there, and that's going to go there. So that'll light everything up, light everything at the front up really nicely. Again, I swear I'm good at speaking. So that'll be fine. That'll do the job. Let's, I guess, get that built. I still don't know what's going to go in this front area, though. I guess we can make some kind of... Maybe we should make some kind of little square here and put some seats in it. Because we can do it at the same time as constructing this thing. So if I was to do that, it doesn't really... Oh, for God's sake, of course we're being attacked by goblin bloody thieves. It doesn't really line up with that material the way I'd want it to. So what I'm going to do, I think, is maybe use... No, nothing in there. I don't want to use wood. I think I'm going to use the Congo brown here. Which is the same material as we used for the bridge, so that's fine. If I do this sort of thing... I think I'm going to use this as the path, actually. I think this would make a good path material. Since we did use it for the bridge, we might as well use it as a path material. So I'm going to just bring it around all of there. And I want to bring it right up to this door. Because that doesn't seem like a dreadful idea at all. We might as well bring it up to the door. It's a fairly important door. So it's going to lead up to that door. It goes along there. I think... I would like to try and bring it down around all of this area. But I'll figure out something else to do with that in a little bit. Can we get a nice set of... Can we get something nice that comes out of here? And then leads over to that square? Is that something that's going to be a possibility? Or is it going to be an absolute nightmare to do? I guess we'll find out. Because I do want that there. I think that's going to be useful because I do want this to connect up to the staircase. So let's bring that a little bit further. So about that point and bring it across like this. So that connects up really nicely there. That's fine. There is a staircase up there that we probably want to connect to. So let's go 6 and let's go down like this. There is a staircase back there that we want to connect to, which actually isn't finished, which is kind of annoying. So we'll connect this up like so. I know this little bit's only 2 blocks wide, but there's not a lot I can really do about that. Yeah, that staircase needs to be finished. We'll get on that in a little bit. I guess what we'll do is extend this a little bit. And extend that a little bit. And maybe extend that a little bit further. And extend that a little bit further. So we can bring this down here. Bring it across here. And connect it up like that. So it does connect into the square, which is totally fine. So that works, I think. Then I could even go so far as to change the interior of the square itself to that kind of mix of yellowy colors. That looks all right. Then put some chairs around it. This is a big construction. This is a big project. But I think it'll look awesome when it's done. So let's get some park benches, because we might as well. So we'll go for 1 and 2. And we'll go for 1 and 2. And then I want to move those ones in a little bit. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And I could try and get something in the middle, but I think that's honestly okay. I like that. It's simple. It does what it needs to do. So we're finished editing. Let's build. Let's get it done. It's going to take a little while, but we'll get it done. It's absolutely going to be worth it. Because it should make everything look a little bit better. Now you might be wondering, this space in the middle, what's it going to be for? Well, this space in the middle is actually going to be more farming space. It's actually there for corn. Because we're growing a lot of wheat. And I'd also like to grow a lot of corn. So 11 and corn. And then from this side, 11 and corn. Then from here, 11 and corn. And from there, 11 and, you guessed it, more corn. So that's just going to be a giant area of corn, basically. And I'm not going to do it all on camera. Not going to make you suffer through that. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and skip forward in time just a little bit to a time where the corn is, well, I'll not say grown, but at least somewhat ready to be planted, or where the zoning is done. We'll go with that. So while I was placing the corn, John Umbro just died. He was a footman. He didn't get healed. Why aren't they getting healed? What? Why are he needs moved, right? Is that, oh my god, Irving's gonna die as well. I mean, we have a lot of people, don't get me wrong. We have a lot of people that can replace them, but why are they not, like, actually resting or anything? Like, they're not actually being healed or anything. Do we have a herbalist? And that herbalist should be making healing tonics. Why is this guy not being healed? Can someone, like, rescue him? Or tend to him? Or something? He's gonna die! No one cares. There's a cleric right there. Someone that could legit... Oh, no, he's being... Oh, yeah, no, that helped. No, that was great. Move him to the other bed. He's about to die, I think. Pretty sure he's about to die. Someone help this poor hearthling. Yeah, someone help this poor hearthling. He is about to keel over. Like John Umbro. May he rest in peace. We need to move a... I can't believe we've got a bloody gravestone. That's the first death as well. That's ridiculous. That's not even... It's not even like a... It wasn't even like dramatic or anything. It was just straight up like, oh, he's dead. That's it. Don't know how it happened, but there you go. So we are going to need 2 new footmen, which is a bit of a pain. Why are you not being healed? I'm honestly so confused about this. Requires a herbalist of level 1. Do we not have bandages? Is that what it is? Because I want you to craft... Like, you can make 100 of those, so make 50 of them. Go make 50 of those, please. Whoever the herbalist is. Oh, no! Oh, where's he going? Oh, nice. Moved into the other bed. Yeah, that's great. That's just great. I don't like when people die. I don't like it because it means that I'm not doing a very good job. Dara Homer, you are probably going to become a footman. Yeah, Dara? Is it mind or it's spirit, isn't it? I need someone with high body and high spirit. Rather than high body and high mind. April Boltus, you are going to become a footman. If you wouldn't mind. I mean, it's maybe not what you signed up for. It's maybe not the job you wanted, but it's the job you bloody got. As for healing this guy, I mean, I think it's being done. There's a heart above his head again, which is a good sign. I don't know if that means that he is about to get some more healing, but fair enough. I guess. A simple merchant has arrived. Okay, I'm not interested in buying anything, but I'll certainly sell some bundles of wool. There we go. That's gonna be great. Are you gonna get any healing, or is Irving Belltower dead? That's the question. You know what? I'm not even gonna look. There's not any point in looking, because I mean, looking's not gonna change anything. So, we'll not bother with that. This area here is coming along somewhat nicely. Somewhat slowly, I will admit. But also somewhat nicely. We got that going for us. Can I go ahead and just edit this little space here? Because I need to go to here, and I need to get some dark stuff like that. That's not even... what is that? What are the stairs made out of? Apparently that. I don't know if that's true, though. But I guess we'll find out. Finished editing, build. I mean, it'll be stairs one way or another. I'm not too worried. It's just a little bit strange, really, that wasn't actually done properly. Strange and annoying is what I'll say. Now let me head back here, because I really want to have a look and see if this guy is, like... He is... Was there, like, a flicker of a heart there? I don't know. It looks like it's constantly saying, like, he needs rescued. Which he doesn't. He doesn't need rescued. So why we're trying to rescue him, I don't know. We're just picking him up and moving him from bed to bed. It's like being on the NHS. You don't have a bed for 5 minutes before they're kicking you out the door into another bed. That's a very, I don't even know if that's topical. Is the NHS still having that kind of bed problem that it's been having for the last few years? It used to be on the news all the time. I mean, if you're not in the UK, you don't know and don't care, but it was on the news all the time. The National Health Service was like, hey, we don't have any beds, but there's so many people coming to the hospitals. Can you please not? And by can you please not, they didn't mean it like, oh, you're sick, too bad. It was more of a, can you please stop coming to the hospital when you're not actually sick? Yeah, that was always interesting. I mean, that literally wasn't always interesting. That's possibly the least interesting thing I've talked about in this video. But yeah, there you go. So what is this? That's 2 clerics right there that are charging towards the enemy. Maybe don't. Oh god, they broke through. Right, alert mode. Hold up. This is actually bad. This is legit right here. Go kill that guy. Of course, everybody's running in there. They did just break the door. Jesus Christ! Can we aggro the... Oh god, can we aggro the enemy, please? I think we have successfully aggroed them. Which is brilliant news. So get that guy dead. Footman level 1 already is good news. A goblin sneaks into camp. I'm honestly not that concerned at the minute. As long as everybody survives, I don't really care. I need to move the camp standard, don't I? Because that'll mean that everybody will... If I move it to the fort, everybody will run across the bridge rather than going in there. Attack that guy, please. Alright. There's only a couple left, I think. That one. So kill him. Oh no, there's another one there. That's fine. So this guy's gonna die. Then this guy's gonna die. And is that going to be the end of it? No. Who's left? Oh, that goblin. Right. So alert mode's off. Let me grab the camp standard. Because the camp standard needs to be in the fort. Absolutely needs to be in the fort. And in fact, I want the camp standard to be on that balcony. Because that's possibly the safest place in the fort. So, camp standard, move. And put it just up there. Give it a bit of a rotate there. And, right there, please. We can get another Hearthling. We're back up to 34. That's fine. Kevin Hart has joined. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. So, we need to replace a door. And we need to replace some gates. I kind of really want to get more soldiers as well. Not that I think we desperately need them. Because we did okay there. But I feel like we also just need more protection from enemies. So what I'd actually like to do is make sure that Red Team is constantly set to defend that area so they never go that far away. I would also like to go and see if we can get an 11th member of Red Team. Can Kevin Hart do it? Actually, Kevin Hart, you know what? You absolutely can. You are going to become a footman. There you go, buddy. And who else do we have in here? We have April. We have Irving, who is still in a pretty bad way. Can we... I mean, it's constantly saying rescue. He doesn't need rescued. Like, moving... Oh, for God's sake. Moving him from bed to bloody bed does nothing. Like, literally does nothing. There's no point to it. It is very silly, is what it is. We'll not worry too much about it, I guess. There's apparently nothing I can do. Let's have a little look at my new facility over here. It is not really getting done, is it? Why? What's the problem? We don't have wood. We actually don't have enough wood. Okay. We should probably look into planting some saplings. And you know what? I'd like to do it in this little gap in the middle. Because trees won't actually grow on this. They will just, it'll just give me the saplings, and then I need to go and plant the saplings outside. And putting some saplings around the fort could be an idea. But I think what I'd actually like to do is eventually get rid of the town that we've been building for the last forever and have that land reclaimed by trees. As silly as that sounds, I mean, I know we've been building that town for so long, but maybe we don't destroy it. Maybe we leave some of the furniture there. We won't leave beds there because that's going to be a pain in the butt. But we can totally go ahead and just put a load of trees around it and make it look overgrown and stuff. That could look really, really cool, I think. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we end up doing that. Either way, we do need to get more trees. So let's go ahead and say that we want to chop those guys there down. And chop those all down as well. So that'll give us the wood logs that are going to be needed to get this thing up and built. There we go. There's the pillars going in. Which is absolutely beautiful to see. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a pain in the butt to get the roof on this. Then, of course, the facilities need to go inside of it. And then we can actually move the carpenter facilities and all the facilities that we have in this out of the building that's over here. This is going to be good, man. I'm really glad that we're getting to... We're finally getting around to moving everybody over to the island. I'm actually thinking I'd like to move my... I want to move my shepherd, the animal pastures. I want to move those. So I want to do something like this. So that's 24 by 50 right there. And that's going to be for sheep. And apparently that can only have 6. That's fine. This one is going to be 24 by 40, and that's going to be for chickens, which is apparently only going to be 10, but that's also fine. So we can have all that just in front of the thing, and what that means we can do is actually go ahead and remove the animal pasture that's there. That'll let a lot of the chickens bugger off. Same with that one. And then we'll figure something out with the trapper. The trapper's probably going to be one of the few jobs that actually does remain sort of in this area, because there's not much point trying to squeeze a trapper around the around the fort. So we'll see what happens. Are the chickens going to migrate? Or are they just going to stay? Can I kill them? No. That's unfortunate. I don't know what's going to happen to them. It would be fun to see all the chickens and sheep just up and cross the bridge. That would be, well, I say fun. Again, my my description of fun is maybe not the same as yours, but yeah, I think it would be interesting. Oh my god, they are doing it. Hello. Hello. You're not submarine chicken though. But you are following the shepherd across the bridge. That's amazing. Okay, so we are going to see these chickens and sheep just go back and forth across the bridge for a while. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look all sorts of great. So are we gonna get this done? There's a lot of work still to do in this. We need to get the roof on there. I will say it does look pretty darn good. I am really happy with the with that combination of colors. It's a bit different, but I certainly do like it. I do wish you could change these banner colors though, because the blue doesn't really match anything, does it? It's not the best color we could have gone for. Daily updates here. We nearly have the food. We're so close to that 35th hearthling. Also, yeah, for some reason we have baskets of turnips around there, which is interesting. Oh, this bit's done. Nearly. A trader brings seeds. Cactus flower. Nah, I'm good. You can keep your cactus flower seeds. I have no need for them whatsoever. And, good. These guys are all just hanging around there. That's beautiful. Can I have another look at the progress of this? Because I want to see, have they put any of the, no, none of the facilities are in there yet. I'm really eager to get some of the crafting people over here. Because this is where the main storage is going to be going forward. So it doesn't really make sense to have them back in the old town. Oh, that's what we call it. Old town. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, it doesn't make sense because you would usually like the castle style area would be like old town, but no, that totally works. Look at this. Look at what we've built here. It's ridiculous. This is the most I've ever built in this game, I think. And this is the most successful like castle thing I've ever had. So that's pretty cool. I'm also noticing just how secure the doors are on this, which is also really nice. Unfortunately, the camp standard hasn't been moved yet, which is a little bit annoying because I'd like it to be. I'd like the secure space to be that balcony because invaders. Although, I guess we're going to be all right. We'll turn on alert mode. We'll get red team. We'll send them out to deal with them. You need to run away there, buddy. Please don't go down. Please don't go down. Oh, red, for God's sake. Right, that's someone else that's going to die then because we can't seem to rescue them. Again, there's a basic footman in there that's not going to be having a great time. So we need to be very, very precise with who we kill and when we kill them. So that guy's dead. Kevin Hart is not going to go down this time. He's all right. Let's get this guy killed. And then these guys. Oh, I realize they have a cleric that's healing them. That's not going to be making my life any easier. Footman level 5 already, though. Not bad. Right. Someone go rescue Piat. Oh, no, not Piat. Not Piat. Jesus. Bloody hell. Not the one and only Piat. Also, alert mode can be turned off at this point, I feel. Because there is only that guy left. Is someone going to come out and rescue Piat? You can't say that name without, like, really emphasizing the PY. Just so you know. It isn't, like, it's not just Piat. It's not, like, it's not a silent P. It's not Yat. It is Piat. It's an aggressive P. Very distinct aggressive P. Just so you know. Anyway, let's have another little look over here. Is the roof done yet? No. I guess alert mode doesn't help. I guess alert mode is certainly one way to actually stop anything from being done in terms of construction over here, but I'd really appreciate it. I really, for God's sake. Seriously? Oh, and I realized I didn't send red team to defend again, did I? Oh, go red team, go red team, go! Go red team, go red team, go! Go red team, go red team, go! You got this, red team. All right. April's level 6 footman, not bad. That'll be some decent equipment. All right, that guy's got to be dead. There we go. Go for this guy. And then go for this guy. Level 5 footman there for Kevin Hart. Fair enough. That's never going to get old. Then I think that's the last guy left. So we seem to be all right. Not bad. Have we moved the banner? Nope. Banner is still firmly in place. Oh, for God's sake. Stop. I don't need these constant attacks. I'm pretty sure, although I'm not certain, that the more valuable everything you have is, the more you get attacked. I'm honestly not certain, but I feel like that's what's going on here. Oh, they're having a little bit of a sit down and eating in the little square there. That's nice. We've got the scaffolding coming down for this, which is good news as well. Norm's here with wares to sell. Norm, mate, I'm honestly not that interested in anything you have to sell. So yeah, keep it. I just want to get this done so I can move some of my crafters over to this place. Seems like such a good idea to get them over into the castle. Should keep them a bit safer as well, which is absolutely what we'd want to do. If the builders would hurry up, of course. Which, I mean, they're getting there. I'm also assuming that we actually have got the things that need to go in here. I'm not certain if we have a spare potter's kiln or anything like that, but we'll find out. We will certainly find out. Let me have a look in here. Just to get an idea. Are any of these full at the moment? 64, 64, 0. Yeah, so most of them are still empty. The first sets of chests around here are filling up, but most of them are empty, so that's totally fine. Most of the lights are not in, actually. 2 more are going in there, that's fine. Can't help but notice that there's no sign of the potter's kiln or anything, though. Not really ideal, gonna be honest. Not really ideal at all. The carpenter is very busy. The carpenter is unimaginably busy, interestingly. Can I have a look at my town inventory? Do we actually have any of the workstations that I'm gonna need here? I don't think we do. No, we do. We've got them. We've got the workshops. So why are they not being placed? We've got all but one of the lights in, but none of the workshops, really? That just seems strange. That just seems real strange that we haven't actually got the workshops in. Who's got the light? That's my next question. I really should turn on the path marker things for the hearthlings, because then it would tell me who's on the way to wherever, rather than me having to sit back and guess. You've got the lights. That's fine. That's the last light going in. Once that goes in, does that mean that you're gonna go ahead and get on with putting the other stuff? No. So the other stuff's still not going in. Is that finished? You're not trying to tell me this. Okay, no, I'm gonna say no. That's not actually done. You didn't put the stuff inside of it. But fortunately, I am a pleasant leader, and I can't help but notice that the workstations aren't actually listed in here, which is a little bit concerning. So, do we or do we not actually have these workstations? Are the ones that we have in inventory the ones that are in use? Because if they are, that slightly defeats the purpose. Oh, of course. Right, so let's go and get the carpenter. Why is the carpenter making all of this stuff? I feel like the carpenter doesn't need to be making 29 of those beds. Gonna be honest. I feel like he doesn't need to make those. I feel like he doesn't need to make those. He doesn't need to make that anymore. Daily update is fine. We don't need those. We probably don't need most of this. Most of this seems like it's just left in there from mistakes in crafting. So that'll do. We don't need a bunch of windows. We have loads of them already. We don't need more of those. That's fine. What I want you to do is make one carpenter workbench and one of the other workbenches and set that to be your priority. And then we'll place them. Next up, I want the weaver. So I want a loom, I want a spinning wheel, and I want the weaver workbench. And then I want the potter. I realize, I could just pick all this stuff up. I really could just pick all this stuff up, couldn't I? I could just redeploy it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start redeploying stuff, because the potter thing, I don't have the raw clay to do anything with anyway. So the potter's kiln, we're going to pick it up, and it's going to be the first thing to get moved across into the new crafting space. Oh, for God's sake, bloody invaders. Can we stop with the invasions, please? They're getting really old. I feel like I just need to, like, trigger the, I just need to trigger the next stage of goblin invasion, and I'll probably be alright. Right, the potter's wheel is going to move over into this space as well. It's obviously going to go roughly where it was before, which is, like, there. So that's fine. The potter's stuff is going to move over immediately. What was I going to put in there? I've completely forgotten. Was it the... It wasn't the cook. It wasn't the potter. It was the herbalist, wasn't it? So let's move the herbalist over. Let's just move everyone over. Let's just move them. It's so much easier. Okay, so the attack we're dealing with is another one of these ones. The ones of significant size. Well, not significant size, but significant strength, I should say. I also didn't set red team to defend the correct location again, so this attack might very well get through. It has now gotten through, which is a major concern. So everybody get onto alert mode. Red team is slowly getting here. We're going to have some issues, though. Go attack that guy. Nice and quickly, please. Come on. People are going to start dying if we're not quick here. Alright, that guy's done, but red team is now on the case, which is good. That footman, whoever it is very brave. And also probably stupid, because he's probably going to die. Can we get someone to rescue those guys? We could also probably turn off alert mode. I don't think... No, there's no enemies in there. So alert mode can go off. Because at this point, I think all of the enemies are focusing on red team. So that's fine. Red team, you just keep doing what you're doing. Everything's going to be okay. We do need to upgrade all of them, though. I want to get the blacksmith working on better gear for them. Especially better footman gear, because we don't actually have... We don't seem to have enough better footman gear. So we'll see what happens. This would all have been averted if red team was in the right location, though. So this is partly my fault that they even got through there. Then let's kill that guy. There we go. So yeah, it's very important that I remember to set red team to actually defend. Otherwise, they are going to be so far away that every enemy that tries to attack is just going to get through every single time. So let's get a gate there. Let's get a gate there. That should be all right. We'll get those placed at some point. We should see... Yeah, a lot of the crafting stations are being moved already, which is excellent news. They're all being put into the new facility. Look at this. I say facility. I think facility is very generous for what this actually is. It's not a facility, but it is. It is a new base of operations for crafting, and I think it looks really nice. Now, can I go ahead and just add a couple more lights in there before we wrap things up for today? Because I kind of like the idea of getting, you know, a wooden wall lamp maybe up there just to get some light into, you know, the behind the scenes of all of this, so that, you know, there's some light actually coming out of the space itself. So we'll do something like that to get some lights in there. Hopefully that's going to be easy enough for them to do. Although I imagine they're probably going to need some ladders to do it. because they usually do. But the good news is that the carpenter is now capable of working here and storing his stuff over there, which makes life so much easier. I'm really pleased with this. I think one final change I'd like to make then before we go ahead and wrap things up for today is I want to do a little bit of design stuff. I want to go ahead and say that we want some more roads, but specifically the gunmetal one, just the whole way around the edge here. And I know that they're going to be inclined to walk on this, and that's okay. I don't mind if they actually walk on this, because it does mean they can get around a little bit easier. But I want the gunmetal one going the whole way around all of this. I want it going up to there and back across to here, and then down like this as well, right back to there. So that's going to be a nice bit of edging around the farm area. Beneath that, I want to get some really nice rustic red on the go, because I think that's going to look really nice down there. Just as a bit of detail for, you know, the purpose of decoration. Really, that's kind of the gist of it. No other reason than in an attempt to make this look good. So this is all going to come around. This is all going to have a purpose, by the way. I am actually going to put some paths down there around the farms. But that's going to go to there. And that looks interesting, to say the least. It's definitely going to look interesting. I think I might actually run a path down there as well. Because why not? We'll run a path to there. And then we'll bring it around the building. Because again, why not? It's going to go back there. It's going to come along there. And it's actually just going to go like this, I think. We'll give it a little bit of a space, but something like that. So that's just going to loop around that building quite nicely and do what it needs to do. As for the space down here, I am not entirely sure what we'll do with the with this bit of land. I think I might go for this the yellow one again. Something like that. Because it's of a similar color scheme to the dirt. And I do want to leave just one little gap of dirt around the whole thing anyway. Around all of the farms. So I think that'll look nice. I mean, it's certainly an interesting mix of colors. We've got some dark gunmetal gray in there. We've got some red. We've got some yellows. It's nice. So let's just loop that around like so. And I guess let's get it done. Let's say that we're finished editing and that we're going to need quite a bit of stone. That's fine. Let's start building. And let's get it done, basically. I don't think we have enough stone to do it, so we are going to want to get more of it. So we've got the daily update. We don't have the food. We're so close to having the food, though. But let's just send them down into the mines to get me a little bit more stone then, because that is something that we need. So, mine me some tunnels, if you don't mind, lads. Just go out about that far. We could start mining over towards the... Oh, we could absolutely build like a giant underground tunnel towards the fort, but I really don't think I want to do that. I think that's maybe a little bit too excessive for even my tastes. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually really pleased with... how this is all coming together. Now, annoyingly, this camp standard hasn't actually been moved yet. And I'm wondering, is it because this building isn't technically finished yet? And it's counting like the camp standard as a craftable? Yeah, so it's not trying to place two of them, rather than trying to move that one. Yeah, that's not really what I want. So the camp standard is going to be moved. Unfortunately, it can't go inside that building yet. But I'd say the next safest place would be just like back there. Because that's right out of the way. So the camp standard is now set to be moved, which is beautiful. So hopefully someone will come along relatively quickly and grab that. Are you going to grab it? Nope. You are getting some stuff to heal someone, apparently. Oh Yeah, someone's injured up there. Did we ever get to the other guy? No, he's still there. You there, buddy. Irving Belltower. You are, still on your deathbed. Literally, no, he's just moving him again, really? Okay, fair enough. Just keep moving him. He's never going to recover. He's just gonna persistently be lying there unconscious. That's fine. At least the camp standard's being moved. At least we're getting some of this stuff in here. At least we're getting some new roads. At least we're making the castle look fancy. We got that going for us. Anyway, ladies and gents, I think I am gonna go ahead and leave it there for today. We've made some progress. We have people crafting over here. We have some lights. It looks really nice. I'm so pleased with this castle. So next time, we are probably going to go ahead and craft, what is it called? It would be the Decorative Scout Gong. And when we craft that, we're going to have some kind of attack come our way. I might be very cheeky and, rapidly expand my my combat capabilities before we let those enemies get close to us. And by that I mean I might just get a bunch more footmen. Either way, that's going to be it for today. So thank you kind of for watching. This has been Stonehearth Alpha 20 Part 14. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.